Hey everybody, my name is Rydo, and in celebration of the Grand Tournament expansion that is now out, we will be rebuilding my Priest deck today, and that is a bit of a problem for me because, take notes, this Priest deck is my best deck by far. I really like this deck, and if I was wise, what I would do is I would delete one of my other decks that I really don't care about and make a second custom priest deck. Because even though you're limited to 9 slots in custom decks, you are not limited to one per character class. If I was smart should also be my autobiography name because I am not smart, and so I'm going to delete it. Uh, so what we're getting rid of is Circle of Healing, uh, 2 Lights of Narrows, 2 Power Word Shields, uh, 1 Light Warden only because I only had one, 2 Northshire Clerics, 2 Zombie Chows, 2 Divine Spirits that double a minion's health, 1 Owl, uh, 2 Shadowboxers, 1 Valen's Choice because I only had one Acolyte of Pain because I didn't have 2 Valen's Choices, a dark, 2 Dark Cultists, 1 Archnai Soul Priest because I only had one, a Defender of Argus because I only had one Archnai Soul Priest, 1 Light Spawn because I only had one apparently, 2 Holy Novas, 2 Antique Heal Bots. I would get rid of the one of the antique heal bots and put in another light spawn if I could. 2 Dark Scale Healers, and I would put in another Temple Enforcer and get rid of the other antique heal bot. Uh, these cards on their own seem pretty benign, but when they work together, you run into several multi-card strategies that work really well. For instance, the main multi-card strategy is Light Spawn, and then things like Valen's Choice and several other cards that get its health up. Light Spawn has the ability that its attack is always equal to its health, so you get its health up, its attack goes up. And then you do 2 Divine Spirits on it, and you've quadrupled his health, which means you've quadrupled his attack. I have on several occasions gotten the Light Spawn well over 40 points of damage and won the game in one attack. There is also the Arcanine Soul Priest that turns all healing spells and powers I have into dealing damage instead. So if you put this out and then play Circle of Healing, you can pretty much kill all the other creatures on the field while still keeping him alive with 1 health. It, there are several other things that will work. There is some imbalances if you have the Agni Cell Priest out. Well, then this one, instead of healing all your friendly characters with Holy Nova, will actually damage your regular creatures, which is something you wouldn't want. Uh, and then there is Light Wardens. Light Wardens and Light of Narrow. Light of Narrow heals something for 3. If it's still damaged after it's been healed 3 points, it summons a Light Warden. So you can have potentially 4 Light Wardens easily on your side in by the 4th turn if you're lucky enough. And then whenever you heal anything else, a Light Warden will gain attack. It gains 2 attack every time a character is healed. So if you have 7 characters on the field and they're all damaged, and you play this, then 7 times 2 would be 14. This would be a 15 too. And I've gotten these up pretty high too. So I really like this deck, and it's all about to go away for the new concepts. Let's just rip that bandage off and do that. So let's look now at what we can have with the soul, with the priest. With the new cards, let's see. Restore 4 health to all minions. There's going to be a lot of things about healing, several things about silencing probably. Restore 5 health, changing minions' attack to be equal its health. I'd rather use Light Spawn and not have these cards in my deck for Inner Fire, but I will. Lioneru we talked about. Choose a minion whenever it attacks, restore 4 health to your hero. This is new to me because it's the Grand Tournament. I think we will be using that card. Deal 3 damage to each hero. Probably wouldn't use Shadow Bomber. Swap the attack and health of all minions. Probably wouldn't use that. Put a copy of your enemy's minion in your hand. Probably wouldn't use that. Lightwell, maybe, but probably not. Shadow Boxer, I have used in the past. Maybe. Give a minion +2 attack this turn. Not really useful. If you're holding a dragon, gain +1 attack. I'm still not sold on building a dragon deck. I haven't seen enough dragons. It's still, your hero damage becomes deal 2 damage. If I had 2 of these, I would definitely put it in my deck, but as it stands, I don't really want just one, because you can do it through the Arknight Priest a little bit better. Valen's Chosen, I have 2 of those now, so I'll probably use both of those. Whenever you draw a card, reduce its cost. If this didn't cost 400, I would use this. Get that. Silence all enemy minions and draw a card. Pretty good card if I had it. Put a copy of random minions from your opponent's deck onto the battlefield. Gain control of an enemy with 3 or less attack. Nah. Arknight Soul Priest, I'll make a second one of those.
Embrace the void.
Holy Champion, whenever a character is healed, gain to attack. That's new, and that will definitely be going in the deck. Light Spawn, definitely going to be used. Deal 4 damage to each hero every time it's inspired. It's an interesting thought. I may put one of those in our deck just to play with it. Give a friendly mech +4 health. No. Swap health. Deal 5 damage, restore 5. Probably not. Deal damage to each minion's attack. Take control of an enemy. No. Temple Enforcer. Oh really? This only costs 40 dust to make. I'll make 2. Why don't I have 2 already? I didn't even realize things could get that cheap. Summon a random legendary minion. It's an interesting card, but I wouldn't want to spend 1600. You can see I'm quickly running out of dust. Double the damage of healing and damage and healing of your spells and hero power. Prophet Balin absolutely should be in your deck. You should have 2 if you can have 2, but you can't. Because it's a legendary, you can only have 1. And that is definitely what you'd want. So when we start looking at the neutral cards that we would want in here, the phrase I think you want to find is heal. And we want to make another Light Warden, since we have some dust. This is really the first point I've ever had any extra dust to really spend on big things. At the end of your turn, give another friendly minion +1 health. Interesting thought. Gain 1 health when it's inspired. Don't need that. Don't need that. Restore 4 health. Restore 4 health. Restore 4 health to each vendor. It's only 440. Interesting. I don't know why things are...
Funnel cakes! Get your funnel cakes here!
Create it just because. Not gonna create that guy. Restore 2 health to your hero every time you're inspired. I think we'll put that in the deck. And anti-killbot may still end up getting in the deck too. And there might be some inspire cards here that would work. Let's see. what could we use that would really help? Like, this is, I think, the only thing you'd really want as far as inspire cards. Give your heroes +1/+1. That might work. So we'll think about that too. Alright. So now is the time for our new priest deck. I'm at level 49 on our priest deck. It is the character I've been working on right now to try to get to level 60. I usually pick just one character. I'm thinking we won't keep either one of these northern clerics. Just because I don't think it's particularly necessary to draw more cards. Definitely want to double a minion's health. Probably gonna keep Shadow Boxer. Maybe we won't though. We'll throw one of these in just to play with it. Couple of these, couple of these, couple of these, couple of these, couple of these. We'll put one of those in. I'm almost completely full of cards already. So just like that, I'm full, and I didn't even make it to the regular cards. So let's find the heal cards we were gonna put in here. We want these two. So these two are out for these two. Definitely want light wardens. Ancient heal bots don't really need to be. Let's see if we can take out something for 4 that would make sense. We'll take out Shadow Boxer and instead take the Tournament Medic. And now let's just look at our neutral cards and see if there was anything else we were really thinking about taking with us. You could have like the injured Cavalder here. That would give you something to heal on your second turn, but nah, that is kind of silly. You could go with Inspire creatures. This works pretty well with the Kanai Soul Priest, but that is a 5th turn strategy because it will do 5 damage to the hero instead of restoring 5 health. It works pretty well, but it's probably doesn't work over 50% of the time, even in my best efforts. So we'll get rid of that and try. In general, I say always have the Ironbeak Owl, and I haven't used the owl once in any of these decks. So there's no silence option, and pretty much you always need at least one silence option in the game. It can change the outcome significantly. And none of the decks I've been building have been diverse in their strategies at all. It's just been all, if the strategy works, I'll win, but if the opponent manages to beat that strategy, well, I've got nothing left to put up against them. So some diversity is definitely needed. You probably need a silence creature, you probably need a taunt creature, you probably need a charge creature. I don't know if you always need a like Divine Shield creature, and you don't of course always need to have pirates or murlocs or anything like that. That's getting a little too specific and not necessary. Do you always need a weapon? Not really. I don't think I've put a weapon in a lot of my decks. anything else we were gonna try? We're still looking here. Give a friendly mech +1/+1. There was this one, Muklos Champion. Let's take out a Holy Nova and put in a Muklos Champion and see if we can use that. Because if he gives +1/+1 to all the other minions, that might work too. So there's a lot of experimentation going on with this priest deck, not as much actual strategies. You gotta build a deck, you gotta play with it, you gotta try some cards. That's where the arena will really help you if you can afford through using the in-game gold currency to play arena runs. You have to always build a new deck for your arena things, and it doesn't follow the rules of normal Hearthstone, so you can have 5 of the same card if you're given that opportunity. But you have to pick one of 3 cards for, then you're shown 3 other cards and you have to pick one of those. And that forces you to learn new things and become a better and more knowledgeable Hearthstone player. Otherwise, you just, if you can't afford to play the arena, just play the tavern brawls every now and then. That'll show you some new cards and rebuild your deck quite often. Don't ever be afraid to rebuild your deck. At the worst, you can either use Hearthstone Deck Tracker to export and save what your old deck was so you have it written down, or you can just write it down, pencil and paper. Are we going to have network connectivity problems again? I hope not, but it feels like we are. Maybe he'll concede. I'm not sure what I can really play. Choose a minion for 1 mana. Every time it attacks, restore 4 health. Well, that is almost a 4th turn card, even though it only costs 1 mana, because you're not going to have 4 damage to yourself on the 1st turn or 2nd turn. And I must follow my tradition. I hate this thing because it waves in my eye. This Chinese kite. Bye-bye to you.
What to do? What to do?
I just find it annoying. And then watermelons.
Out on me.
I don't find watermelons annoying, but they are squishable. But apparently so are carrots and watermelons and beets. I get the beets being squishable and the watermelon being squishable. Can you really squish a carrot? I don't know. Well, the good news seems to be that this guy's bugged out, so we're gonna possibly win anyway. Unfortunately, I can't do anything until
Time runs out on me.
we'll just bang the gong. Dinner time. And usually this is network problems when you see this, and it will eventually fix itself. And he'll catch up and do several actions really fast. Sometimes it won't, though. Sometimes you'll have completely beaten the character by the time it would have tried to catch up. So for my 3rd turn, I can just use my Shadow Form and do 2 damage and end the turn. And he just concedes. Well, I made it to level 50. I have a gold version of Mind Control as my reward. It's a Soulbound card. That's how you get Soulbound cards, is going up levels. Let's play another game though. That was hardly a actual game. I didn't get to do anything. I'm at 990 gold, which is cool. For a while, I think I was at a increment of 5, and I kept wondering, how did I
Anduin versus
end up with
Uther.
just 5?
I will fight with honor.
I don't think
The
that's
light
true,
shall
though.
bring
I
victory.
think the minimum you can have is 10 gold. So maybe I was at 50 and then wondering how I got to 50, which would make some sense now that I've seen that you can actually build some. No, that still doesn't make any real sense. I don't know what I was thinking. A lot of times I don't pay a lot of attention while playing Hearthstone. It is a very much laid back experience, a lot more than a lot of the other games I have to cover, where they require all my focus. So sometimes I'm just talking and yapping away while recording Hearthstone and not even really absorbing my environment as much as I should be. Absorbing, like this guy is gonna absorb this laser. Absorb it good. If only that would do damage to his face, that would be funny. Be totally unfair, but it would be funny. Let's see, can I do anything? Nope, end the turn. I have a feeling that these little side art things would look just as well if they were rotated 180 degrees. You never get to see them like that because both players see them as they are designed to be seen like this. But yeah, they'd probably look fine from both angles. Come on, you gonna play something or you just gonna end your turn? It's nice that you can sit here and waste time because the game is taking too long. This is definitely network trouble though. And hopefully we'll eventually get past the network trouble, but we're having a lot of it today since this is the day that the grand tournament is first out.
Let me think.
One of the problems with servers is, yes, a company could spend billions and billions of dollars powering up their servers for the one-day event that this is gonna go for. But it just doesn't financially make sense to do that. Let's see.
The damned stand ready. My fate is sealed.
What is the secret gonna be? It's gonna be noble sacrifice. Fine. In return, redemption, he just comes back up alive. The defender, this is the only way right now, is through using noble sacrifice and redemption to have the defender still be alive after it's summoned. And it has a audio thing when it attacks where it says, I live, because it's totally not how it's supposed to go down. Alright. We attack.
My fate is sealed.
This. We attack this.
In the light's name.
And we give this to this. And
My
we
fate
attack
is
this. And then we heal this.
Job's done.
Which gets that power up. And you notice I did quite a few things there in a multi-action combination to power this guy up to a 3-7. If unless he can
I'm
take
ready to learn.
this one out pretty fast, he's gonna lose. So I summon this next turn and then play this on this. And I think that will work.
I wonder.
And I think I will attack this creature. The Violet Apprentice.
I must move quickly.
Come on, move quickly. He's almost out of
I
cards
wonder.
compared to me. Let's see. So I want
How many
this
fingers do you see?
and this. That's an interesting audio for the Holy Champion. So we are going to
Face the
take
light.
this one out.
Job's done.
That does Noble Sacrifice. It heals. Because it heals, it should power up both of them after the fact. Interesting that he only gets powered up after the fact. So he's gonna try this turn to kill this guy, and I think he's gonna succeed, unfortunately. That's fine. I have a different character now, thanks to the Grand Tournament, that gains attack when somebody's healed.
I am ready to learn.
They didn't manage to kill either one of them. Unfortunately, I think he's gonna be able to pull this off. Well, that's a shame.
Fine, I'll heal.
Tournament medic. That'll work. Yeah, I think Tournament Medic in particular is a priest card. Seems like they may have snuck one neutral card that is really designed for very specific classes. It may get to the point where they just kind of sneak all the cards out to neutral cards and say, if you want to play this card, we're not going to stop you. Even if it is in the what we think is the wrong place or the wrong class. I'll heal this guy. I'll inspire him to heal that guy.
Fine, I'll wand.
Job's done.
He's not gonna get anywhere very
Reporting
fast
for
with
duty.
these 1/1 creatures. Let's try
Fine, I'll wand.
this.
I'm ready to learn.
Alright. Smash him in the face. There we go. I think he's pretty much stuck now with 2 cards and a 1/1.
on your head.
Not on my watch.
Reporting for duty.
Let's bring this guy out. And unfortunately I can't play this quite yet. But I can do this. That's pretty nice for a ability.
Fine, I'll wand.
15 to 13. We could play this next turn and this.
Reporting
Have
for
him
duty.
at
Reporting
a
for duty.
13
Reporting for duty.
alone. Well, 12 now. Do your worst to me. This'll be interesting. It'll be funny. So I want to heal myself and do several other things. So I want to probably put this guy out, play this on this guy, and then heal this guy.
Quickly.
I've got this in the bag. I'm gonna totally win. So heal this guy, which inspires this guy, which heals this guy. Play this on this, and I'm at a 10-10. I have Shadow Form, which I could play, but I'm not going to. And smash the face for
Fine, I'll
12.
warn.
Now he does have 7 characters, but they're all one attack except for this is a 3-2 and this 2-2. So that's not enough to beat me. Why he's picking this guy to kill, I don't know. I guess he decided that was the only one he had a chance at killing.
Reporting for duty. Well
I wish I got the card that would double my health, but that's fine. This heals here, this gets him to 14, this might as well get played, and just like that.
The victory is yours.
Poor sportsmanship. I hate it. Come on, you saw I was gonna win. Just give me the time to do it. And you notice I beat a quest there too. Did not really intend to beat a quest because I saved those up for my usual recordings, but it just happened. Anywho, that's it for this episode. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me with YouTube. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And please do follow and friend me on basically any social media sites. There's a bunch of links down below to all the ones I'm on. Let me know if there's something new I should be on. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.